Hello. No. Da 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 da. Nya 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 nya. Nya 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 nya. Nya nya nya. Nya nya. Nya 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 nya. Nya. Meowdy. I was thinking we should put on the cat ears and tail. Right? We should put on the cat ears and tail today. Meow. I just ate breakfast, so my my throat is kind of like We're playing Nekopara today. After I pull a while. It's cold this morning. I woke up at like 9, so like an hour and a half ago. And for some reason I was like, I should take a shower now because then it's done. It's out of the way, right? And it's cold. It's freaking cold. Hi, Pieman. Hi, Heathcliff. Hi, Fairy. Hi, Miracle. We're gathering here today to appreciate the Nya Nya. I need a berry on this stream. Oh my god! Last night, he took up half the freaking bed. He was like lying diagonally across the, like midway through the bed, and then I was just like a little shrimp at the top of the bed. And he's so small, but he was going like horizontally across the bed. Oh, I forgot these were here. Hello. Hi, I forgot these were here. We're now playing Pokemon today. My Switch 2 arrived! My Switch 2 arrived. I haven't even opened it yet, cause I was eating breakfast, and then I turned around, and it was just there at the front door. So I'm gonna open it out the stream. If I have my sorry. If I have my capture card here, we should play Pokopia when it comes out. How are you meant to clear your throat without doing like... You're supposed to do like a death rattle, right? Like you're supposed to do like... I don't know if it's working. Okay, maybe it's working. Maybe. I can't tell. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm also curious to see like how different it is to the Switch one. Oh Hanyan! Oh, before we get into too much yapping, I have you remember that there's a model that I bought, the Prism model? That model actually has like customizable ears and tail. So I thought we should oops, I'm frozen. Okay, no I'm not. We should customize like the ears and tail and then set it up as a accessory that I can wear so we can have fancy ears and tail that actually move. Where is it? This one? Meow. Yeah, this is gonna look a little strange. This is gonna look a little strange. How to move? Is it loading in? Oh, there's underwear. It's okay, it's a swimsuit. That's not what I wanted to load, my bad. That's not what I wanted to load. It's okay, it's a swimsuit. You see the beach in the background? I'm going swimming. Okay, hold on. Tail? This one. Whee! This is the one that I wanted to load. Let's see how it's got the tail. Wait, how do I thought the tails and the ears are separate? Damn. It's alright. We'll just have like a cat tail, and then I'll add the. I don't know how to customize this. Does it move when I move? No, it's not. It's not tracking. I was gonna say that would be kind of funny. We're looking at a tail right now. Tail up and down. Tail editor. Okay, how do I get into the nitty gritty of this? Tail editor N1? Why are you just a tail? We're gonna wear a tail for today. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm gonna be clearing my throat a little bit because I just had breakfast. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh! Fluffy tail. Aquatic tail. Double cat tail. Can we just have one tail? Why is there two tails? Fluffy. It's like a Pomeranian tail. Okay. Why is there two cat tails? Tail variation. Mark 1. Lucky Zone. Oh, this is like the credits. Okay. Yeah, but there's no... Why is there no option to just have the one? How do I change it so I just have the one, you know? Tail colors, tail angle, tail size, tail movement. Oh, you can make it like stiff or flowy. It says there's like tail variation, but nothing's happening. Tail colors, tail size. There's nothing. Cattail. That's not it. Well, maybe I just have to have two tails. Because I don't see how to... This is the watermark. What's this one? Is there another watermark? No watermark, okay. Tail variation. What is the variation on these? Oh, it only works on... Huh, what the heck is happening? Why is only this one resizing? And only... Wait a minute. This tail is suspicious. Oh, that's the other mark. Okay, so turn that off. Turn that off. There we go. I don't know why they like both are working. Darn. Is the other one like somehow configure loaded? No, I don't know. Two tails. Item settings. Remove all items. There's only the one. Grrr. Grrr. How do I fix this? Tail editor. Tail editor. And one. That's not doing nothing. Does the other one respond when I like? Cause there was a toggle to make it go up and down. Click keys Alt 2. Let's see. Okay, this is the only one that responds. The other one doesn't respond to anything. It's just there hanging out. Kind of unwanted. Okay, whatever. We're gonna make it an item now. If I have 2 tails, then I have 2 tails. Settings, item. And then what? Oh, this isn't the updated file. I need to download that. I need to download the updated one. Okay. And then we can. Which one's the? That's the false one. Now we go back to me. Me. Hi Dumbo. Hi Squall. Hi Andre. Hi Kero. Hi Gojo. Questions idea. They're exploding tentacles. Their tails are prepping the Nekopara. That would be kind of funny to come in for the first time and see though. Good morning, what are you? Tails. Oh? Tails part 1. I don't know which one it is. Okay, there we go. How do I make it behind me? Oh my god, I pinned it to a really bad spot, sorry. That's a really bad spot. Vex texture. There? Okay, I think I need to load them in again. I don't think that's how I wanted it to be. Long pubes? No! Tail, and then behind. There we go, that's better. And then, Whoa! How do I make... no, you! No! Stop it! Yeah. Okay, hold on. There we go. That should fix that issue. Now I'm a cat. It's so weird with the 2 though. I don't like that there's 2. I just want 1 tail. I don't need 2 tails. How do I rotate it? There. I don't need 2 tails. Yeah. It's really long, right? Yeah. I guess if it was just the 1, it wouldn't be that bad, but with the 2 it really looks like it really looks Eldritch-like. I wonder if I can... Oh, I still have to click on. There we go. Configure? Tail editor. Tail type. Well, I guess I could have like a big fluffy cat tail. Whoa. Meow. I like the long. I like these. Whoa. Whoa, how do I do that? I want cute tail. I wonder there's like the document with it. I'm sure there was a document that came with it. I wonder if that like describes how to do the tail. Live 2D stuff. Live 2D どこ? どこ? Am I sorry? No, I don't feel like I could download the updated file and then that would have it in it. I think I bought it on VGen. That's the mighty one now has an update. Version 3? I'm on version 1 and version 3 is out? Alright. Path. Google fixed head wobbly bug. There was a wobbly head bug? Was it like how I was having yesterday? My head was whoa. Download. Ba. You look dashing to say. Today, out of dimension, we want to fix our tail. I just noticed the tail's like clipping off to the side. I just noticed it's like, yeah. That works with both, but like everything else is not working with both. I'm a squirrel. I'm a squirrely squirrel. I'm a demon. I'm a fox. I'm a whale. Is that a shark tail or a whale tail? I'm not that good at telling which one is which. Fluffy tail would work, but I like these kind of cat tails. I like these kind more. I like how the dresses see through. I love that about white dresses. It's like such a good little. It's like the good thing with white dresses, right? Is like when you see the sunlight behind them and it's a little bit see-through. Drink. I want to take my head off. Cause next we're gonna add some ears. Some kitty cat ears. Meow. Hat. And then do I have like cat ear, yellow, pink cat ear, white cat ear? Yes. Meow. Oh, that just went on there like that. Okay. And then weird rituals again. I'm sorry, we're getting there. We're getting there. Cat air white. Flip. Meow. Now I'm a cat. Should we make it maybe like a little bit more closer color? We're extremely far geographic. Oh, you're in like the UK or Europe, somewhere like that. Cat elf. Yeah, that's me. How do I color these? Not like that. Okay. Configure. Denmark. Your ancestors were barbarians. I'll believe it. Configure. Actually, I don't know if I can open settings. That's the word I wanted. How do I global item settings? I don't know how to recolor this. It's alright if my ears don't 100% match, right? That's okay. Configure expression. Done. Oh, color turned. Color. I found it. False alarm. I found it. I guess there's like a little bit more. Whoa. Okay. I can't make it wider than it already is. But I guess my hair has a little bit more of a purple tint to it. So even if it's like slightly darker, but like that would look more fitting. Okay, and then slightly lighter. Oh, that looks good. Right? That like fits way more now. We can rebuild her. We have the technology. We can make her better than she was. Okay. Paste. 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 Oh my goodness! My cat ear matches me! Okay. It's a miracle. God is real. And he is with us right now. He's in this very room with all of us. Cool. Are those plug-in tails? What do you think? Global item settings. I just saw it. Live to. Oh, there it is. God beat Elon at making cat girls. Would you rather have a cat girl or a dog girl? Who made my model? I did. I rigged and drew myself. Good night, Julio, sorry. Good night. I drew and rigged my own model. There we go. Whoa. Meow. Wait, really? You're so talented? Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna take a stretch. Oi. I also made all the digicons down in the bottom. But that's not that surprising. I mean, that's not as impressive. Did the download finish? Okay, it did. Prism version 3. Version 3. I just want the tails. Oh wait, I want the explanation. Version 3 patch notes how to update. I don't need none of that. I just want the tails. Prism main 2K cattail. Prism cattail, that's what I want. You must get tired having it. I'll put them down. Okay. There we go. Hands down. Hands down. Okay, I found the file and then I go into avatars. That's not the right avatars for live 2D models. Is this the old ones or the current ones? I believe this is current. Okay. Well, someone's doing like construction or something. Well, there's so many more tails now. Wings, halo, little wings, imp, feathers, fairy, whale, shark, thick, squirrel, raccoon, nine tails, mermaid, long hair, lion, imp again? Did I say imp? Yeah, I did. Imp, fox, dragon, cat, Christmas, punk, pajamas, original, Miko. Yeah, there's a lot. What the heck? Cattail. That's what we want. We want to be a cat. We want to meow, 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 meow. So far, there's no imposters in the crowd. I believe today might be a blessed day because today we are appreciating the cat. Okay, let's see if it like auto loaded in, or if I have to like wings, tail all, cat tail. There we go. It's just one. He's just one. He's just one. Okay. How do? Okay. Okay. Tail. They grew apart. It was inevitable. Time passed. They had change of opinions and things. How do I? Okay, back to me now with just the one tail. Here I come. Are you ready? Alright, let's get rid of these. Get rid of these. And then item, cat's tail. Is it this one? Please be this one. Yay! Yay! I'm a cat. Look, the chicken. I'm a cat now. Meow. I'm a cat now. It's so cute! Meow, meow, meow. I just wanted to mention that you look like an Alberich abomination with those. No, I look cute. I look cute. I look cute. Leave me alone. Tell me I look cute. The divorce proceedings are completed? Wait, what? You're going through a divorce? And they just got... Wait, I'm so confused. Mutagenics looking ass? Oh, for the tails. I was like, wait, what? What? Congrats if your divorce got approved. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Wait, my tail got really big. There we go. I think oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Meow meow. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Now we're good. Now we're ready to play Nekopara. Now we're ready. We're gonna start with Volume 1. I have like 100% Volume 1, but it's been a really long time since I played Volume 1. For a little background info, I actually followed the artist since like 2008 or something, because she used to draw Toho art, and when I was a teenager, I was really into Toho, like really into Toho. So yeah, I used to follow her because her her Toho art, and it's been really cool to like see her take her OCs because she used to draw Vanilla and Chocola like way back. Even before Nekopara existed, they were just two OCs that she used to draw. And now they're like a whole franchise and everything, so it's really neat. Not volume 0? No, I'm going in like the release order. So not the story's chronological order. I'm gonna go by like the game release order. I think that's the better way to play it because her art has improved. She's already a really good artist, right? But her art has improved since she's released these. So the first game, in comparison to 0, you can see a jump in quality. Plus the like live 2D and stuff got better. I'm itching my eye. I haven't played Volume 0 yet too, so that'll be fun. No, Connie, I got Kamiko. Welcome. Speaking of plagues, mandatory mention that one of the anime art of 9 plagued fox. Eh? Oh, one of like the art books? Theory art books? I have a Nekopara art book actually. I would look through it on stream, but it is not safe for work. I would probably get banned. I would get bonked into next Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Yeah, I said it. Do you say Tuesday or do you say Tuesday? Is a 9-tailed fox with all the tails of it? Oh my god, that went ouch. Ouch. Itai. 9 tails at once? Poor fox lady. Poor lady being a fox. Nyagari! That's me. Kanya. But then Kanya sounds like my name would be Kana normally. Nyagari sounds better. Nya. That's me. Meow. Meow. You must leave. Bye, Gojo. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. I've seen a 3-tailed one, but it's just one. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like 9 tails to 1 plug. Nyagi. You know, Nagi means tooth, right? Nagi means tooth. Let me see. The game is going to probably be quite loud when I open it. Opening just so we can see that everything. I wanted to run windowed, so okay. Loud. Oh my god, it's loud! It's loud! It's loud! It's loud! I wanted to run windowed. It runs windowed. Yeah, it's 9 plugs. She's very she's a gaping hole back there. Jesus! It's game time. Game. Neko. Oh. Neko. Like this or bigger? What do we think? Like this or bigger? Not me, the game. Do you want it to take up like the whole screen? I guess we could do it like that, right? Or yeah, it's a little hard to say because we don't see the dialogue. I guess I can move. I can move out like where I am. UI language, sub language, main language, English. What does that mean? Oh, is it gonna have like 2 languages on screen? I don't know what that means. Look at them! Who's your favorite, by the way? Do you like chocolate or vanilla more? Vanilla? Which one do you like more? Well, who's your favorite of these two, I should say? I think the main language is like what the text is gonna be. This is gonna be the UI. Cause there's no sub-language is secondary oh, should we put it on just for Nihongo bros? Between them, vanilla, I agree, vanilla is the superior sister. Sorry, chocolate. Sorry, chocolate. Vanilla is just too cute. Okay. What other options is there? I don't know how you say that. Chinese, English, Nihongo. You like chocolate more. I like vanilla more. Okay. Swap the sounds. How's the volume? It's a little quiet, hold on. And this is just sing sound stuff. Maybe like here? How's this? Or louder? It seems like it's okay around this volume. Who's your favorite of these ones? I feel like Azuki is the most popular. Everyone likes Azuki. Looking at all of these vanillas, oh, Ricky's a loyalist. Actually, Coconut is also very popular. I wish the little sister was actually a cat because I freaking love her hairstyle. Which one of them is Yandere? I don't think any of them is Yandere. We have like the Dere, you know, like the emotionless one, the Genki one, the tomboy, the runt, the little sister, the sex pest, the like prim and proper. She's like very she's kind of a little uptight, right? She's like do things properly. Coconut's design is really cute. I actually do like her a lot. A lot. She is cute. She's stupid, but she's cute. Yeah, Cinnamon is cute. It is kind of silly that she's called Cinnamon, but she has purple hair. Like, there's nothing cinnamon about her. There used to be an OC that kind of got abandoned that used to like be with chocolate and vanilla, and it had I think they basically got recycled into Azuki, but they were so freaking cute. I wonder if I can grab a picture real quick before we go in. I got a coconut figure. I don't have any Nekopara figures. Okay, Sayori, Nekoworks, orange hair. Do you actually clean litter in a chapter? That's funny. I want to find this really old OC that she used to draw because I wish they didn't die. Essentially, they basically got scrapped. Okay, it's not coming up for orange yet. Head to tail. I can't remember what their name is either. Oh, here she is. Caramel. Caramel was her name, and she used to be with the sisters. I really like her design. Let me take the picture. This was her. I wish she didn't get abandoned because she's such a cute character. Right? She's so adorable. They didn't die, they just moved to a new home 2 towns over and never right. This is old art, by the way. This is really old art. As you can see, she's not really like changed styles, she's just like upgraded. This is from 2010, as you can see at the top. And on her forehead it says Tora, which means tiger. And then on the right it says Akimashite, and on the left it says Omedetou, which is basically Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, tiger. But her name was Caramel, and she only has 8 pictures. Sadly, she was forgotten. Goodbye, Caramel. Hopefully we see you in the mobile game. Hopefully you have like a little revival. Anyway, game start though! Oh yeah, we got like the little you know, not furigana, katakana under here. Start. Look, I'm in the sky! ありがとうございました。では、失礼します。ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. I'm heading out now. Do you want me to read it? Or are we good reading it? Meow. Meow. Phew, this should be most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm. Oh my god, it looks like I'm outside front. As the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice, even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head and looked at the empty bakery, which didn't even have signage yet. Ahem, ahem. The brand new exterior wall had a Western look with a predominantly white-brown motif. There was also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. I'm getting closer. And finally, there were the words displayed the name of the bakery. How do I say this? The Rasolea. We don't need to read that. Instead of the proper French article le, it was la, meaning the sun. I didn't take French, no. The sun. I am the sun. I am the air. This is a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. Ganbatte ne? I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew. The stature of my family's name and everything that I had happened up until now. I alone decided that my path and I alone would decide my path and responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, Denmo. Although I was a bit worried. The thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Yosh! Alright. In any case, I better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new-smelling bakery. In we go! Bingo bingo! What's with this big box? Nanda. That's Nani, right? So Nanda. Nande. Sorry, de. In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. We had to think back that in Japan, Nekopara was just another visual novel until some guy thought of bringing it overseas. It had a little bit of traction, it just wasn't like the powerhouse that it is today. In the West, it only blew up because of controversy. I think it blew up before it became controversial, and then like other people... It kind of extended beyond like the otaku scene, and people were like, wait a minute, and then it blew up again. In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate, absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard, they were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First of all, these boxes looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either, and there were all those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... Huh? Meow! Meow! Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez. Yokata. Phew! Thank goodness. Looks like that fooled him. Abunai, abunai. That was close. Chokora, better be careful, meow. Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chokora? Long time no see, right, Master? We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know. Meow! Pet, 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 pet. Well, that's true, Chocolate guesses. Maybe for the things that are voiced, I can skip, but I'll read the parts that aren't voiced. That way it's not like them speaking and then me just like rereading what they said. So if they voice act, I'll just do like, you know, and then we'll go to the next part. But then for the parts that don't have any voice acting, we'll read it out. Tokai. How do you hiss in Japanese? Because in English it would just be like shh, right? But she said, what'd she say? She wanted to hiss at them. It's like roar, right? Not roar, like yeah, it's more like a bear. A bear goes growl. Fusha! She ignored what I said. Chocolat puffs out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather preoccupied with herself, with only what was right in front of her. What was in front of her. Well, I guess that's how you would describe Chocolat. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. Achoo! Cute. Hey. Oi. I am also biased towards the emotionless type. You know, I guess Yuki Nagato or Angel from Angel Beats, you know, those kind of types. I always find them really cute. Kurere, yeah, I like Kurere a lot. Although Yuki isn't actually my favorite from Haruhi, I still really like Yuki. Why is Vanilla here too? She's so cute. I was also mad, just steaming while looking like this. It's so cute. Again, huh? In any case, Chocolat, Vanilla, get out of here. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocolat and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. What is the kanji for imoto? Well, not watashi, right? But it's me. I don't know this. These ones? I don't know. There was no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed up with the rest of the boxes in the first place. Yeah. I want the kanji for Imoto. Is that it? Wait, so what was the beginning one then? On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. Ah! Oh, okay, so it was like towards the end? Wait, how do we look at the backlog? Just what is Shigure doing? This is that one. And then Imoto is... Wait, I don't see it. Unless he just calls her Shigure instead of... Unless he said like... Shigure by name and not Imoto? I don't know. I don't know. They can understand words and talk just like us. But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. After all, cat girls had ears and tails just like cats do. Yeah, I think I just used her name, Shigure. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. These days, cat girls fit into society. What's this picture? As pets and families or partners to humans. Yeah, often adjusted to sound more natural rather than be 100% accurate. That makes sense. I think I prefer that way anyway. Thank you for following. I prefer like when the vibe is kept the same rather than literal translations. The universe where Elon delivered? Yeah. Come on, Elon, hurry up and make us cat girls. My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls. I'm gonna hiccup. Excuse me. It kind of looks like it has... No, it's none of these. This game is the daily life of a guy with cat girls? Yeah, essentially. Essentially, that's what it is. Our family has 6, including chocolate and vanilla. 6. 2. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. I'm guessing this is Shigure. This is, rain, right? Or like the kanji for rain? So, these two are her kanji, I think? Yeah, there we go. I see, so Shigure was an accomplice then. How do I hide the UI? Because I know you can pet them, right? When you hide the UI? What's this? Ah, there we go. Oh, never mind. No, I want to pet. Whoa, look, I played it way back in 2015. Skipped config, backlog. Okay, I don't know. So it's been like 11 years since I played this game. Boing. No boing. Cute. They're gonna... Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves. Hi. Without any ill intentions, the two cat girls are off and running. Well, the bakery didn't have living quarters on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki Residence. Well, I already left Shigure a message so she could call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within a day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right in this moment. I should hear from Shigure soon anyhow. Good luck, you two. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. Sheesh. I want a pet. Pumping. Sound test. Game settings. Back. I don't know how to hide the quick save, save load, skip autoplay. I want to pet you. Thank you for the headpad. I tidied up the hair with a comb. The soft hair felt nice as always. Is it a keyboard? Maybe. Game setting. UI. Window mode. I don't see it. Almost feel like it's middle mouse. Not middle mouse. We can hide it with, I lightly bonked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. This one. But then when I try to click them, I can't. It just brings it back up. Now then, why were the two of you hiding in my moving boxes? Unless it was like the second game that brought in the petting motions. You had no choice? Just tagged along? You two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but... Hey, Jiggle Mechanic is present in this chapter, yeah. I've seen it. Anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you to? This isn't a vacation or a picnic. You can press a button for jiggle. Oh, that got rid of the UI. Was it J? Which button is it? Oh! Oh! Oh no! I changed language! E for English? Okay, there we go. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. Okay, which one's the jiggle? N, B, V, P? There we go! Oh, there's a little bit of jiggle for vanilla. Boing 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 boing. Adult. Yeah, it kind of does look like we're sending them an electric shock when we... I have this game 100%, so I already got the achievement. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about, Chigure, and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just... Look at the little bows on their tail. I mean, like the little ruffle. I think the way Vanilla speaks reminds me of Rika from Higurashi. You know, and she's being like cute. It kind of reminds me of that. While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then? いいよ。ご主人様大好き。大好き。さすがご主人は話がわかる。さすが。These two are as easygoing as always. Kawaii. Meat, huh? Must be meat. 肉。お買い物。お買い物。ご主人様とお買い物。にゃー。にゃー。最近はご主人が全然お買い物連れて行ってくれなかったから。ボイン。ショコラのテンションが青天井。にゃー。にゃー。バニラだって実はウキウキしてるくせに。ほーら、ほっぺふにふにしちゃうぞ。はい、ショコラくすぐった。にゃにゃ、ダメ。ダメ。You'll bother those around us, so try not to get carried away, you two. Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shop district to buy groceries. From brand-name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities among them. If you come here, we'll have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shigure often? しぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。ご主人はほんと、ご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。Hey, first of all, Shigure is your master. しぐれちゃんもご主人様だけど、しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんなんです。だからご主人様はご主人様なんです。なんです。全然違うでしょ。ね。理屈になってないけど熱意は伝わる。さすがはショコラ。バチバチバチバチ。Cute. Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. The background is really pretty. Sale! Price down! これがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ、毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂いがする。But that's stuff for you to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here. ひどいぶった切りようです。ひどい。よしよし、ショコラ泣かないの。ご主人はひどい人だね。Don't just say that and toss it in the basket all nonchalantly. I had to be on guard or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. It's like when you take a kid to the supermarket and they sneak in like a Snickers bar or something. You know? And they're like, can I get a chocolate? And then they're like, no. And then they like sneak it into the basket without you looking. Have you ever been at the supermarket and seen that happen in front of you and you don't say anything, you just... I did not see. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when they decided to come along. ごめんなさい、ご主人様。久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。ね。ご主人も素直になればいい It has nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back. We repent.
何卒ショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油紙は気持ち悪い。
気持ち悪い。Yeah, they don't want it stink.
あの猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。
あ
かわいそうに。
ー、かわいそう。
猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら、あれ。
Cheeky. Cheeky. Don't put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We'd only just moved here. But suddenly we heard disapproving glares directed at us.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。
Oh, this is where we meet. Okay.
思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。
ニャンニャン。ニャンニャン。
私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど、ご主人ケチ。
Is this in Yokohama? Isn't there a wheel like this in Yokohama? I'm not a cheapskate. The memories flow back. The sweet brain damage this visual novel gave me back in the day. It is what it is. It's like... I like it. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was the same sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward that I don't think I can visit the shopping district for a while. Well, I guess you could say that was the cute side of cat girls.
あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
It definitely does. What is this smell? I turned towards the source of it. There she is!
いらっしゃいませ。
Ah, she's so cute! Boing, 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 boing.
美味しい出来たてのたこ焼きいかがですか？熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼きいかがですか？あ、猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。本当だ。小さい子猫ちゃん、かわいい。
小さい子猫ちゃん. It was a cat girl younger than Chocolate and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, she looked like she was about 12 or 13 years old. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. The young cat girl noticed us and ran over.
猫のお姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。
Nya, nya,
一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。
nya, nya.
喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃおう。
Goro, 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 goro.
子猫は無邪気で超かわいい。半端ない。私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。
Nade, nade.
すみません、うちの猫が。
I just noticed. Uchi no neko ga neko is using katakana instead of kanji. すみません、うちの猫が。
あの猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん。
Neko. I guess for Nekopara, the title has it in katakana as well. The owner of the food stand greeted us. Yes, I am. Hi! Well, to be more exact, my little sister is Zerona.
すごく可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし。うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。
7 months old.
もうちょっとしたらあんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
Kana. The food stand owner had a weary smile on her face, like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At first glance, it was understandable that seeing a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. The veterinarian said that they were twins and they were now about 9 months old. Damn, so in like 3 months they're gonna be like... she's gonna be big. My little sister is actually quite the education freak. Back then they were really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強教えてくれたんです。いい子になれるようにって。しぐれ厳しい。でもおかげさまでいろいろと覚えた。
そうなんだ。いい
そう
ご主人
なんだ。
様だね。
あ、でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。
Heh, shocked.
しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですから。ね、ご主人様。
ね。
通訳すると、しぐれは大事な友達。ご主人って呼ぶのは、こっちのご主人だけってことで。
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Well, I am grateful. Mane! She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed, forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was embarrassing.
ちょっと上向いてごらん。上？こう？つきやり。ゴロゴロゴロ。
Goro goro goro!
ゴロゴロゴロ。
The three of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from
うちの
nearby.
子ももともと野良だったんだよね。
They're all strays!
今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ。そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ。店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. But now, it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were well loved by their owners. Since the amount of unfortunate humanoid cats had decreased, there was more of a balance, and owners were quite elated.
ほんと、責任感のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど。でも、そいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うと、なんとも言えないけどね。
It was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That's true. そうですね. It must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought from me. What if the stream assistant was a cat girl?
そうだった。
He would be bald. Ah, that's
お
right.
姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？
Takoyaki.
熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。
That would have been a big... Yuck. Yuck, imagining it.
でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。
だから。
ご主人が作ってくれる
Let me have a drink. Chocolate and Vanilla's shoulders drooped downheartedly. As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つ
Mitsu? Hi, face. Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Could you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つですね。ご主人様、オーダーです。たこ焼き3つ。ご主人様。
What's my favorite cat girl so far? I have played before. My favorite is vanilla. Human-sized poop. Ew, 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 yuck, 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 yuck. It's gonna take some time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here too.
そこもうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。ご主人かっこいい。
Kakoi! Look how little Vanilla's mouth is compared to Chocolate. She's like beaming with excitement and she's just like You have a vanilla cosplay? Aww. Cute.
シグレがいつもツンデレ実景はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある。
Wait, what does that mean?
はいはい。じゃあこっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでね。
Cute, cute.
うちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
ありがとうございます。ショコラはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。
マヨネーズ。
ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wondered about that as I looked at chocolate and vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand. Meow, meow, meow.
ネコパラ。
Nekopara. I still can't get a hold of her. Were there guests over today? When I checked the clock, it was past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I tried to call Shigure several times, but I couldn't get through to her. And just like that, it had already gotten this late. I've never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. Phrase? I haven't met Phrase yet. I've got to play up until that game. Let's do that! Let's do that together though. Let's play all of them together until we get to her. Because I really like her design, but I haven't had any experience with her. I really didn't understand my family's schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。
Yeah.
久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。お洗
お風呂。
濯してあげますから。
Have you ever bathed with someone and had them wash your back?
私たちも発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった。ご主人は
You haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃにゃにゃにゃんですか。 ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。
I like that expression.
その発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。
You are trampling on our dignity.
それにショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
Boing. Boing. Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home. I've never had someone wash my back. Do not like showering together. I never had it too. I never had it happen too. But you know, in anime and stuff, it always like there's like more space in a lot of the Japanese bathrooms, right? Because it's like a wet room, so like the whole room can get wet. So maybe it's like less cramped if you're like trying to shower with someone. At least in my imagination, maybe it's nice. It looks nice. I like the Senko-san scene where they shower together and her tail gets wet, and then it looks really sad. If it wasn't cramped, it might be nice. Yeah, I feel like it might be nice having like the feeling of it being cleaned.
帰る支度？ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。
This game is so sweet and innocent, it almost makes you forget it's actually hentai. We are playing the censored version.
ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし。あと、ご主人かっこいい。
I believe it like really hints at what's gonna happen, but then it just kind of like skips over the scene. Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. My husky used to be like that if she got wet. Her tails body went so skinny. Imagining like a very like majestic looking husky and then suddenly... I know I've had someone ride on my back before and the feeling is interesting. I've had it like, you know when you play the game where you put the paper on someone's back and you're like drawing and you have to guess what they're drawing? I remember doing that as a kid, but not for a long time. The two of them looked away, about to distract me again. Since Shigeru isn't picking up, I'll take you two home. So get ready to leave. Chocolate and Vanilla turn away from me. And Kasa gazes downward. Returning home on the same day I had moved out seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way. Nor was there time for excuses. I looked towards Chocolate and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm going to open my bakery. Ika? I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all of that going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two, you get it? Enjoy your time at the gym, bye-bye. I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. It was a quiet voice. I could barely hear it. Chocolate said something with her head down. What did you say? I came closer and asked her to repeat herself. Wait! Chocolate?
私もダットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
Wait, stop! Vanilla, why are you running away too?
ほら、ご主人様、こっちですよ。
こっちですよ。
ショコラはこちらにございます。
It's dangerous to stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt.
そんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
さささ。Maybe so in Chocolate's case, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I've got you now, Chocolate.
ご主人様のエッチ。
エッチ。
どうやってるんですか？ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
I'm not. It's because you two are running around.
好きありです。
Hey, stop it. You're still going to run? Got you, Vanilla. Chocolate, stop it. Really sick.
ナイスアシストショコラ。ささ。
Shasa. Like I said, stop running. The two of them didn't listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. Kawaii. For now, I'll let you two stay, but only for tonight. I like these a lot. They're really pretty. I don't have guest beds or futons, okay? Well, all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. But even if I took them home, everyone was surely to be asleep by now. I mean, even if I took them home. The one glimmer of hope I had that Shigure would call me back didn't happen. So I decided that taking them home tomorrow was my first priority. Cleverly, they had even bought pajamas. Common cat tactic, just one night. Just how much were they planning? Just how much planning went into their schemes anyway? Really, if you two sleep there, where will I? Don't get ahead of yourself, you two. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded. I watched the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor of an empty room without even curtains. Dog. That's way too pitiful of a sight to be called praiseworthy. Welcome. What's up? Since you just moved in, you have lots of boxes, right? Oh yeah. That's something only strange people would say. Where did these cat girls get this information from anyway? Well, they've probably read a lot of books and watched TV in Chigure's room. Chocola isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books though. Meow. Whatever, you two sleep. Go sleep in my bed. It still gets pretty cold at night in April after all. I'm gonna sleep in the sofa. I skipped it by mistake. The sofa can fit one person and there's air conditioning in there if I need it. They moved quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hand on their heads and spoke in a clear and stern voice. Listen up! I will sleep on the sofa and you two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders, understood? Oh, he's so cute. Oh. I said it like that deliberately. The two of them looked as they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically. They must sit out. They looked like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected. It filled me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. That pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going. Hi. Good night. If anything happens, call out out for me right away.
はい。おやすみなさい、ご主人様。おやすみ、ご主人。
I gently rubbed the heads of the two dispirited cat girls once more. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。本当にごめんなさい。迷惑をかけてしまって。
Miracle. Her vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. The pain in my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully, "It's okay, it's just for one night. Don't worry about it. Now then, go to sleep." Oyasumi. I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I lay down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave into my emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. If I use kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so passive like this. While I continued to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions, I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. Ha! If chocolate was only a blanket... Nekopara! Is it Soleil?
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。
La Soleil?
ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
Say it like French? I don't know how to say it like French. Let me look it up. Oh my god, my hand is so cold it's like not functioning properly. Oh ho ho ho! Just sound homosexual. 85%. How to pronounce this? Okay.
Le soleil.
Le soleil.
Le soleil.
Soleil.
Le soleil. Le soleil.
Okay, so it's la soleil, cause he said it's la, cause the sun. I am the sun. I am the air. I am the sun of air, nothing in particular. Oh, shut your mouth, hey, can you say? I go about things the wrong way. I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else. I keep getting it stuck in my head. I keep getting it stuck in my head. Okay. Was what she told me when I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. Oh yeah, that was the opening to Charmed, wasn't it? Whoosh. I know the song like outside of Charmed as well. I don't remember what happened in that show like at all. I remember there was like a character called Leo or something and everyone liked him. But I don't remember like anything else about the show. Oh, I'm adjusting. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shire, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla will... Don't make it sound like a daily ritual or something. In any case.
ではまた。
wait, Shigure! Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought that I could sort this all out if I could just talk to Shigure. Is she the total Brocon? Yeah, she is.
朝ごはん美味しいですね。ご主人様のご飯はいつでも美味しいですにゃ。
にゃー。美味しいですにゃー。
ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。芸術的に可愛い。
かわいい。
手あげちゃう。ペロペロ。
ベロベロ。The catgirls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches, incidentally, contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce, with an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that. It was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？
楽しくない？
ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I sighed at the happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. Wait, you can't give catgirls milk! It needs to be lactose-intolerant milk! The eating habits of catgirls are pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual catgirl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
迷惑ですか? She put her sandwich down on her plate, and just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか。そうですよね。やっぱり。
やっぱり. Her shoulders drooped more than before. The ears which sat atop her head drooped downheartedly too.
ほら。
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところに
This is really pretty.
ないです。
Her usual always perky ears were drooping. Chocolate was speaking clearly under her own violation.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
私もここにいたい. What was it? I don't know this one. Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. The thought stayed at the back of my mind, but if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That... Understood? Bing bong! Hmm?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。
Royal wood
ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。
tea set.
ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。
全部。
では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
She smiled brightly and blowed out the invoices along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sale invoice I received once more. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか。
No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but I looked over the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery, there was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! Yama! 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 It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. It's gonna be like a cat's heaven. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません、すぐに本社に確認しますので少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。大変申し訳ございません。
Hi, Dawn. Welcome.
こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようで、水無月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので。
Minaduki? Dookie?
もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うの。
Accept this order? So his name is Kashao Minaduki. Huh? From all this? The mountain of cardboard boxes was towering over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know which was in each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. I may have watched playthroughs of this back in 7th grade, really? How old is 7th grade? 7th grade age. 12 to 13 years old. Well, I hope you watched the censored version. I hope you watched the censored version. And if I accepted it all, it would be a ton of work to deal with the new items. A wee baby. Yeah, little. She's like... Last time I played this was back in 2015. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery opening, so I don't mind accepting these. But it's going to take a while to deal with all of this.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので。
Definitely not the uncensored version. That's good.
私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it already delivered would take double the effort too. To have it re-delivered. Boing boing. Wait, you can't... Gee. They're peeking on the side. You can only see. Chocolate. Wait, I wanna peek on the side too. Am I like... Gee. Is that the right way up? That's right! I have a lifeline! Hora!
にゃにゃですか？猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
her. Ohayo. Only cat girls can say yes, we have to pick Miyagi. Miyagari. Ah, I'm exhausted. I glanced at the table where we had finished organizing. Lowered myself in a chair and relaxed my shoulders. Boing, boing, boing.
冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Dozo. Thanks, Chocolate. Don't mind if I do. Arigato. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find, and I really did need help this time. Hmm? I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without you two.
ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃったよ、バニラ。
バ
柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。
よしよし。
ご主人様の役に立てましたね。やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
They have a good argument. They lean forward towards me for emphasis. It is true, without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. Hi, Goro. Goru. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocola isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how much she cared for me.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？悪い子。
Boing. She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two are bad cat girls, and that's why I can't have you stay
悪
here.
い子じゃないのにダメなの？
It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me, long and hard.
難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。
わからない。
好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
バリナ。
チョコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappearing, and before long, I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what she really meant. It must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? Yeah, I bet. Would you want to be a cat girl in this world, or a cat boy? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Nah, you don't want to be a cat boy? Meow! I broke Master's cup.
Nekopara.
Let's just say the cup broke by itself. Meow.
あれ、今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
いないいない。I would not mind if cat girls were real. Me no kitten cat. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ、また旅だっけ。
なんだっけ？
だいたいそんな感じ。
That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit?
はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there. Why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. Aww. The constant sea breeze rustled the leaves, the trees in the park. Chocola. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocolat. Like the gently setting sun, time passed slowly.
ショコラ、帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocolat's head.
何は、ご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah.
ご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Yeah.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことはちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラは離れててもご主人様って呼んでてもいいですか？
Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as if she did her best to hold back her emotions biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will.
ごめんなさい、主人様。
I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocolate's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I really don't think I'm kind at all.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？
Do you remember when chocolate and vanilla? I didn't expect to see that happen right now.
ご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Ah, of course I remember that. Memories. It was a cold day half a year ago. Oh, so they're 9 months old now, and we found them 6 months ago. So we found them when they were 3 months old. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small cold bodies and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at
あ
home.
の時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
They were abandoned. I think we don't ever really know what happened, but yeah, they were like in a box on the side of the road when Shigure and Kasho found them. You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the
ショコラと
past.
バニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
I definitely do remember that. Flashbang! It was a few days before. It was a few days after we bought chocolate and vanilla home. Oh, cute, kawaii. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water, and as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnutrition, and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて。
I like how messy the hair looks here. 難しい。
声も出せなくて、手も足も全然動かなくて。助けて、誰か助けてって思いながら、ただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら、
It's alright, I'm with you too, so don't
主
worry.
人様が大きくてあったかい手で撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて、不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったら。
Maybe they were sick and that's why someone abandoned them.
あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm. But there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。
でも
やっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。
だから
もう一度だけお願いしちゃダメでしょうか。ショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Chocola voiced her feelings clearly once again. And barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocola, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocolat and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all. She looks so cute! My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat at Chocolate's side.
なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
バニラ。
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらい。
It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart. Who voices Vanilla? Nekopara Vanilla voice actress. I swear she's like gonna be like Nippa. She has like one voice actress for Japanese, right? What else does she voice? Apparently it's Yori Saeki? Yori Saeki? I'm looking. The website's not loading. Who does she... What does she voice? Sadly, looking it up on the My Gay Flag, it doesn't look like she does voice anyone I'm that familiar with, to be honest. Um. Well, she does voice someone in Tokyo Mew Mew. Yeah, but she doesn't voice anyone else I'm familiar with. By this quick, in English? I never heard her in English. I've only ever heard her in Japanese. She doesn't have like a huge profile, but she has voiced like a few things, just not a ton. If the anime and game one is the same voice actress. Oh, she got two? Inoguchi Yuka. I was looking at Iori's. What is Yuka voice act? Yuka... Is Yuka the game one or the show one? I'm surprised they had two voice actresses, because they usually keep the same. Yori is for the OVA and looks like the... Whoa, the Yuka's done a lot more. Oh! Yuka is in a few things that I have seen. Interesting. Yori for anime. Okay, so this one is Yuka. I wonder why they decided to change.
シクレはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
一緒に. There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
なれなれ。
だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears, but Chocolate's face lit up. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to catgirls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、
それって... It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it?
はい、大丈夫です。
大丈夫です。
ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by that dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. Although I thought it was all still so immature. Perhaps catgirls were more human than humans when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best together.
毎晩大トレじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。
Hi, Pekro! Is good. My Switch 2 arrived, so I'm going to open it after stream.
お肉も A4 でいい。松坂牛なら脂身最高。
Fatty meat is the best! Yes! I agree! See, this is why vanilla is the best. You know, people that are like, no, you want like a lean steak and stuff. No! You want fatty meat. Fatty meat is where all the flavor is at, and it's so good. I like fatty meat. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, I lovingly rub their heads. This heveling their hair. This heveling. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
We have to go buy that shampoo you guys liked, don't we?
おお、ご主人かっこいい。
Oh, かっこいい。
ついでに松坂牛も買おう。
Matsuzaka beef. Matsuzaka beef. Is that good beef? Matsuzaka beef. Oh, premium wagyu. Queen of wagyu. Okay, yeah, it's like really fancy beef. I want to try it. I want to try. Well, today is a celebration, so why not?
やったー。
やった
パーティーですね。
Have you ever had wagyu?
ご主人太っ
I mean authentic wagyu, not like Australian or American or New Zealand wagyu. Like, from the holy land of Nippon. Just this once, okay? This was the beginning to a bright new life, no? And together with the happy and high-spirited chocolate and vanilla, we took the first steps towards it. One day, I believe, one day you'll be able to eat it. Flashbang.
僕らの想いが溢れて優しいメロディー奏でた
I want a loading screen that's like a opening like this.
紅茶に誘われた優しさをにじませた日差しの巻き上
I'll get my cuss out of the way.
みたいな子も時に
Meow meow meow.
ドリープで隠し味を乗せて気ままな風とはたどいたら手を伸ばしてみてよ僕らの太陽が
Meow meow.
中でも仕掛けるけた青空の
Cute game. Oh, I like the aquarium scene. I like the dresses. It's censored, it's fine. It's censored, it's fine. Wow! Nekopara!
ご主人様ご主人様
I would like to vocalize my preference for emote. I like Shigure a lot too. パンツ
制服すっごくいいです。めっちゃ可愛いですよ。
めっちゃ可愛いですよ。I'm covering Vanille's pants. I'm censoring her.
感激。ショコラ感激ですよ、ご主人様。ショコラ超可愛い。スカートひらってやって、ひらって。おうおう、ひらひら。
Hira! Is that what like flip is? Hira hira? You go. Maybe I'm the FBI. I'm setting a trap for all of you.
あ、ご主人がショコラのことエロい目で見てる。
Hira! Hira!
にゃーん、ご主人様のエッチ。
Edgy! Stop fooling around. The two cat girls showed off the uniforms they had just received comedically. Swamped with work, I turned away from the two cat girls.
ご主人様、ご主人様のお店の制服、ショコラ似合ってますか？
Ah, yeah, it looks really good. Although it was last minute, I'm glad we found something decent.
よかったよかった。選んだのは私だけど。
Looks good on you too, Vanilla. I'm counting on you too, you know.
できる範囲で頑張る。えらい、ご主人様にも褒めてもらっちゃったね。明日から一緒に看板猫として頑張ろうね、バニラ。せっかくご主人が用意してくれたし、適度に頑張る。もう素直じゃないんだから。
Boing, boing, boing.
バニラも開い
Boing.
てサービスしちゃいなよ。ほらほら。にゃ、私はそういうことする猫じゃな。ショコラ。
Hira, hira!
ダメだって。にゃ。それスカートじゃない。
Scato! Yeah! My cat girls sure are energetic. I looked at the frolicking cat girls out of the corner of my eye as I wiped the trays and tableware. We open tomorrow, huh? The unnecessary ingredients were already in the refrigerator, and the decorative plants for the shop had arrived. I figured there would be more excitement to all this, but naturally that wasn't the case. Time did fly by when we were trying to get everything prepared, though. I reached for the business cards that had just arrived this morning. Pastry.
にゃにゃにゃ。ご主人様、何ですか？それは何ですか？これはもしやショップカードというやつでは。
Card.
すごいです、ご主人様。
Boing.
お店の住所とか電話番号まで書いてますよ。お店の情報がもろバレの一枚。
Cute.
個人情報保護にうるさい時代に危機感もない。
No, that's exactly what business cards are used for. She knew about protecting personal information, but not about business cards? Well, it was true that it would be a pain if I was in some sort of strange business or something.
おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます、ご主人様。こんなに素敵なショップカードならあっという間になくなって満員御礼ですね。
It would be nice if everything went like that. I rubbed the high-spirited chocolate on the head, as if that dream had already been granted. If she was already this genuinely happy about things, I began to feel like it might go well. It was really reassuring to have someone else here along with me. I found myself thinking about that all again.
じ
Gee. What's wrong, Vanilla?
1枚欲しい。もらってもいい？
I don't mind. It was rare for vanilla to want something like that. But I imagine even cat girls like to have mementos. I had several hundred cards, so it really wasn't a big deal. Banana. Okay, I made a lot, so go ahead, take however many you like. Hey, wait, you can't take all of them. That's not what I meant about take however many you like. I watched Chocolat take the box and go. Maybe Japanese is hard for them to understand. Nihongo. Master said take whatever we like though. Among humans, this is supposedly a peculiar expression. I didn't get to read it fast enough. Collection Street, one-way campus treehouse. Gee. Oh, I remember this scene. I liked this. Yeah. You two really are cats. That was how I felt watching those two get engrossed in a regular cat toy. Well, it did say go ahead, so for now I'll let them play with it. Where can I find books on cat girls? Oh look, there's pets in the background. Tori, neko. Wakaranai. Wakaranai. Maybe Usagi. Neko? Inu? As I looked around the store, an apron-clad shop clerk came up to me. Do you have any books on raising cats, the humanoid kind? Wow, there sure are a lot of books on cat girls. I was so taken aback by the tightly amount of books on cat girls. Tightly packed. My thoughts happened to slip out. A cat girl's feelings, cat girl education, cat girls at full speed, or not. I didn't understand the last one, but in any case, there were a lot of books.
でも結局猫それぞれなんですよね。人型猫は言葉でコミュニケーションが取れますし、ちゃんと話をしてれば大丈夫ですけどね。あちらの猫ちゃんたちのご主人様ですか?
Oh no, Oh no, my little sister is their... Wait, no, I am their owner. I thought she'd do a bit of studying on them.
そうでしたか。では、おすすめの本出しますので、少々お待ちくださいね。
What are these? That kind of looks like the dress that... Oh no, it's a t-shirt. I was gonna say the polka dot dress that Chocolat has, but it's a t-shirt. It did feel awkward to declare that I was their owner. But to be able to say that I was their owner was also something that made me a bit happy. I would say it was part of my caring personality. A weary smile formed on my face as I watched the two of them frantically slap the cat toy from a distance. Wait, they're still doing that?
お待たせしました。こちらの本なんてどうでしょうか?
The shop clerk came back and handed me a book. Cat Girls, Year 1 to Adulthood.
あれだけ手がかからないなら、飼い方というよりは猫の特性を学ばれた方がいいと思いまして。今さら言葉とかトイレ、お風呂の教え方なんて必要ないと思いますし、これから成猫になるにつれて発情期
Mating season and physical development? Right, that would be important. I rapidly flipped to the pages. Eating habits to promote growth, mating season, stable period during pregnancy, cat girls training, way to deal with cat girl personalities, schooling. It covered topics all the way to athletic competitions involving cat girls. Wait, how do cat girls reproduce? Do they reproduce with a human or do they reproduce with another cat?
人生のパートナーとして、仕事のパートナーとして、趣味のパートナーとして。飼い主さんと猫ちゃんとの関係も家族によって様々ですからね。
I remember Wanko to Kuraso, Mika and the dog girl reproduced with the main character, right? You shoot milk in them? Where do you get the milk from? The supermarket?
専門的な方には劣りますけども、最初の入門編としてはこちらでもあれだけしっかりした猫ちゃんたち
Science
です
needs
し
A/B testing. I'm curious, is it ever like disclosed in Nekopara universe? How do Nekopara girls reproduce? Oh, okay, the game does state that cat girls can't get pregnant from humans, yet cat girls can get pregnant. Okay. I'm reading about it. Hi, Mika! Mating season and stable pregnancy. I think someone in game says that the cat girls can't get pregnant from humans. I think basically cat boys exist, but they just aren't really like addressed in the first visual novel. Because I know there is that spin-off of cat boys, but I don't know if it's like canon to the main series. Nekopara boys. I want to see if that's like actual. Yeah, Nekopara cat boys paradise. So I guess I guess the cat boys. I guess like canonically. Cat boy has to cat girl, cat boy. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. That mystery is solved. Can't have kittens with your cat girls? Yeah, you have to get a cat boy to do it.
人間と同じように話をしてあげれば大丈夫だとも思いますけどね。
You're right, they seem better raised than I was. I suddenly remembered not too long ago when Chocolat and Vanilla managed to talk me out of sending them home. As an owner, I better study up. With that thought in mind, I handed the book to the shop clerk. Wait, they're 9 months old, so they can go into mating season. Can't kittens like go into season from like 6 months old? When can female cat go into heat? Oh, some can go into heat as early as 4 months old? Holy cow. 5 to 9 months is more typical. Okay, yeah, so they're like in the range to be going into heat. 4 months is so freaking young though. I guess that's not like the common thing, cause like that's like a baby still. In that case, I'd like to buy this.
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。
あと、もう一つなのですが、
猫
What
ち
is
ゃん
it? たちが大変気に入っていたようですが、あちらはどうなさいますか?
Over there? I think someone's like mowing their lawns. So if you can hear that in the background, sorry.
ここから先は私の屍を乗り越えてご主人様にはショコラは最後まで立派な猫であったそう伝えて
His splendid cat girl. I like this dress a lot. This dress is really cute. It really reminds me of like 2000 around like 2008 and stuff, like a lot of the Japanese fashion magazines you'd see. Well, I guess I'll get that toy too. Also, do you have any drinks?
お買い上げありがとうございます
Sometimes I really wonder if their heads were screwed on right. Watching the two cat girls roll around as if on the verge of death suddenly made me feel anxious.
ごめんなさいご主人様
Boing, 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 boing,
夢中
boing.
になっちゃいましていくら常識を身につけても猫の習性には逆らえない
Well, I'll hang this up in the room, so play with it all you want. Their eyes flickered towards the toy that was just jutting out of the plastic bag. I guess on a genetic level, they really were cat girls. The shop clerk did tell me that's just how things are after all.
ねえご主人今日はドラッグストア寄らない
I wasn't planning on it, but is there something you
そ
wanted?
うといえばそうな感じダメ
I guess if you wanted to go, then we can go. Such unclear words was uncharacteristic of Vanilla. Just the other day, I had bought her a full set of hair care products. I guess there was some medicine I wanted to stock up on, so I didn't mind. Okay then, let's go. 行くよ。
行く
行く。
これで任務達成
Objective?
猫の世界にもいろいろある
Well, that's fine, I guess. Maybe cat girls' lives aren't that easy. I thought about it as we headed towards the drugstore.
ねえねえご主人様生理痛って何
What's
ですか
menstrual pain? Oh, Vanilla has her period.
生理ってことはもしかしてお片付けした時に痛くなる筋肉痛のことです
Actually,
か
I don't know if it would have. I don't know if it would be like the same way. I don't know if it would function in the same way. It's something like that. Look, can you keep it down, okay? Stares from the others in the stall were piercing me once again. There's no way I could get angry at their innocence either. Please try to understand my situation. In any case, why don't we go that way? There should be medicine over there.
向こう了解です
了解ですMeow. Sale. Price down 60% off.
ところでご主人様は何のお薬を買うんですかお薬って痛かったり苦しかったりするときに飲むんですよねもしかして主人様どこか痛いんですかそれなら病院行った方がいいんじゃないですか
Bioing. It's just some household medicine, thanks for your concern. I calmed down the concerned chocolate who was right in my face. Household medicine is the kind of medicine you buy just in case something happens at
シ
home.
ョコラが熱出して辛かった時はご主人様がお医者さんに連れて行ってくれましたよ
That wasn't normal. Chocolate is a cat girl too. If you only have slight cold, then medicine from the local store should be more than enough.
そうなんですね
そうなんですね。
あるんですね
She picked up various medicine boxes and looked at them all with admiration. On that note, was it okay for cat girls to take regular human medicine? A while ago, I saw that Shigera had some medicine that had ship or something on it, but I guess like shippo, like tail?
お隣に病院がありますよ
Ah, there's a clinic next door.
ここにお薬がなか
If
った
they
ら
don't have the right... Oh, I
隣に行くんですね
don't need to read this.
さすが人の分
さすが
は便利なようにできてるんですね
Look. さすが Yeah, that's about right. I answered her vaguely. Well, Chocolate hasn't been to a hospital for humans before, after all. It's alright as long as she understands more or less what they are. Huh? Where's Vanilla?
そういえば見当たらないですね。
Before I realized it, Vanilla had vanished. Wasn't she the one who wanted to go to the drugstore too? Kun 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 kun.
あっちからバニラの匂いがしますよ、ご主人様。
By over there, do you mean outside the store? I turned to where Chocola was pointing and saw that she was pointing outside.
ん？呼んだ？愛しのショコラ。
All of a sudden, Vanilla came back inside the store. Huh? Vanilla, where did you go?
花を摘みに。
I just went to pick some flowers. No, I mean, you clearly came from outside the store just now. I pointed towards the sign for the restrooms inside the store. There was no reason for Vanilla to lie, though. Wait, she is a cat, so does that mean she... Could it be that you didn't know where the restroom was and you went outside to...
変態。ご主人がとても失礼。超変態。最低な人。
Did she really go outside to pee? Yeah, that's true, huh? There's no way that would be the case, right? Sorry. Vanilla's face was red with rage as I earnestly apologized. So that's how Vanilla looks when she gets angry, huh? It's difficult to make sense of a cat girl's pride.
それより早く帰って開店準備。もう明日だし。ショコラたちもご主人様のお手伝いしますから。
It's going to be a tall order, so I'm counting on you two.
はーい。
Hi!
いらっしゃいませ。ご注文はお決まりでしょうか。ハート感が足りない。
Being all flirty and sexy.
ふむふむ。お色気か。よし。じゃ。いらっしゃいませ。
Chocolate is too much.
ごめん。素直に私が悪かったと思う。今のなし。
Just for the record, this isn't that kind of bakery,
いらっ
okay?
しゃいませ。当店のおすすめはケーキです。
Cakey! What good is it if a customer walks into a bakery and you recommend cakes to
で
them?
もケーキ以外をおすすめされても困るでしょ。
Well, that is true, but... While I was making preparations for tomorrow, the poster girls were off to the side practicing greetings. I thought I heard them say they were going to help earlier, but oh well. Well, that's what I was doing could be done by one person for now at least. So that's it. I had a taste of the custard I just made. There were no clumps, and the taste was uniform. The sweetness was superb too. Now then, I need to work on the pie dough.
ワクワクワク。
Did you two want to have a taste?
さすがはご主人様。
Satsuga! I handed the custard-covered spatula to them.
おいしい。おいしいですご主人様。ペロペロ。
Piddle, piddle,
すぎない
piddle, piddle.
また
Bleh.
ペロペロ。後を引くというかペロペロ。ご主人様、味見おかわりしてもいいですか。私も替え玉が欲しい。
Okay, understood. This is the last one, okay? This time, I gave each one of them a small
ペロ
spoon.
ペロペロペロペロペロ。
Piddle, 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 piddle.
ペロペロペロペロペロ。
Fast, just like a cat. The two of them were wholeheartedly licking their spoons. Well, I suppose their straightforwardness was sort of cute. Well, even though I did ask for assistance, you two were just cat girls after all.
そんなことないです。ショコラだってご主人様のお手伝いできますもん。別 にショコラは味見がしたくてご主人様のところに来たわけじゃないのです。
Don't jump up like that. All of a sudden, it's dangerous. 危ない。
私は猫だから味見役でいい。ご主人、おかわり。
ペロペロペロペロペロペロ。Hey, Vanilla, don't just go and take more yourself. That's a lot more than a mere taste.
大丈夫です。なくなってもショコラがたくさん作りますからご安心を。ああ、ショコラが燃えている。
Vanilla, let go of me. Alright, I'll make it. I do kind of look like Vanilla?
大丈夫ですよ。
A little bit, right? A little bit.
まずはお鍋にミルクと、あとひまわりの種入れるんでしたっけ。
Himawari? Sunflower seeds? No sunflower seeds in custard. Vanilla bean. Yeah, vanilla bean. The customers aren't hamsters, you know. The giant lost sister.
ショコラ、せっかくだからいっぱい作ろう。そしたらカスタードヘブン。了解、任せちゃって。
了解。
生クリームも入れた方がきっと美味しい。これショコラ、もしかしてこれは非常に危険な、いわゆる
Those feel good. I like seeing Chocola's hair down. I like it when it's down. Someone open a window! Get the steam out of here! No! It's too steamy because it's nice and warm and we're having a comfortable bath. I like Chocola's hair down though. She's really pretty like this. That's why I told you not to open your eyes. I'm going to wash you off again. Meow. You reap what you sow, right? Come on, close your eyes. I washed all the milk and fresh cream off of Chocolate and Vanilla in the shower. He has a penguin on his shirt. It's a small blessing that the damage was just limited to you two, huh? Although cleaning the bakery up did take a lot of effort. Linux user? I'm not a Linux user at the moment. I'm on Windows. Now that you mention it, that's true. Pleb, yeah. Windows sucks. Come on, you get that for opening your mouth. Just keep quiet for a bit. Meow. When they were young cat girls, I did occasionally bathe with them. But once they started to mature, I refrained from getting in the bath with them. It wasn't because I felt guilty or anything though. Ever since they were small, I've just thought of them like little sisters, maybe even daughters in a way. Besides, they've become more feminine to some degree too. Oh yeah? Wait, a minute, they're cat girls. What am I doing thinking of stuff like that? Yeah, you don't think of them like that at all? Doubt. Baka hentai! He's becoming sinful. Huh? It's nothing at all. I'll show you, liar. Right. I was just thinking that your hair has gotten longer. Look at this face. This is a sinister looking expression.
も聞いてくれないご主人だから。
No, you two are cat girls. You're also maturing girls as well. Have some shame, at least a bit.
恥じらんにゃん。
Meow.
キグレちゃんもたまにそう言うんですよね。でも恥じらいって言われてもピンとこないにゃん。
What's it they have? They have like milk and cream stuck in it. I didn't even like occur to me what that looks like.
そういう人の感情は
They were baking. They were trying to bake and then they got a little grubby. For cat girls who haven't had a mating season yet. Sheesh, you two act like cats only when it's convenient, huh? Come on, I'll wash your heads now. With shampoo in my hands, I went to work to lather it in their hair. Their hair was beautiful and free of split ends, thanks to Shigeru's constant care. Even to the untrained eye, I could see the merit in having them grow out their hair.
主人そんなこと言って
Mikineko! Ah, Mineko, sorry.
にゃんにゃんにゃん。ご主人様そんな目でショコラを。猫の目はごまかせない。
Hehe, you can't fool cat girl's eye. Your eyes have been closed this whole time, though, Vanilla. Besides, to think I'd lust for cat girls like you two, when you're just like troublesome daughters to me.
にゃん。ご主人様がパパですか。
Papa?
でもいいですけどね。悪くはないってことにしといてあげてもいい。
Yes, yes, it is my honor. Pleasant thoughts floated through my head as I stroked their hair. The idea of taking care of cute daughters didn't sound so bad to me. After all, even Shigure used to constantly follow me around long ago. I suppose it's okay for me to say I'm rather good at taking care of others. Come on, while I'm washing your hair, you'd better make sure to wash the rest of you too. Don't forget your tails either.
せっかくだしご主人様が洗ってくださいにゃん。
Yeah. I already have my hands full washing your
ケ
hair.
チなご主人に代わっていつもみたいに私が洗ってあげちゃおう。
Yeah, why don't you do that? I'm gonna pour water over you again. Close your eyes and mouths and hold your breath.
ご主人わざと顔に。ご主人様、そこらにもシャワーかけてください。
Okay, you're up next. That was a lot of effort. I mean, it was a lot of effort, but this kind of change of pace might have been good. As I carefully washed your hair, that thought crossed my mind. Baths are the best. I can't get used to baths.
Nekopara.
She's just like me. Okay, looks like the sponge cake dough has good consistency. I covered the bowl of dough with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator. It's not like we'll have a packed house on opening day. I thought you said balls are the best. Wait, what did I say? Bath! Bath, not balls. Bath. Bathing. Shower. Not balls. No, balls are not the best. Oh, the title card. Okay, okay. Did it say balls? Your clock cut into it a weird way. Clock? Oh, up in top. Oh, maybe it did. I have to go back and look up the stream. It's not like we'll have a packed house on opening day. So this much dough should be enough. All that was left was to be prepared was for when the bakery actually opens. Okay, the only thing that still needs to be done is to cut up the fruit for the toppings and then I'm done. I stretched and looked at the clock. The hour hand had already moved from 11 o'clock to midnight. Chocolate, vanilla, I'm almost done, so you two can go to sleep first. Hmm? Me. I looked over my shoulder to see the two of them sleeping fitfully on the sofa. They leaned against each other cozily, smiling in the middle of a wonderful dream. And they said they'd be awake until I finished. They'd been full of activity since this morning, so they were probably exhausted. I crouched down and poked both of their cheeks.
はい、いらっしゃいませ。ソレイユの看板猫のショコラです。
It's so cute.
ご主人、紅茶売り切れ駅も早く次へ。
Chocolate and Vanilla were one step ahead, acting as waitresses in their dreams. It sounded like they were in a rush, as if La Soleil was packed. They really are still children, aren't they? They were cute like children, excited before the start of a trip. I gently rubbed them both on the head, and saw the sweet smell of their leave-in hair treatment tickled my nose. Come on, you two, you can't sleep here, okay? We're going to bed. にゅー
仕事中にお触りはダメですよ。セクハラ。ご主人、そういうのを逆にしちゃダメ。私なら。
What are you two talking about? It didn't look like they had any intentions of waking up. Without any other choice, I picked them up one at a time and carried them to the bedroom. How much do you think they weigh?
ご主人、
Nekopara chocolate weight. Nekopara has she's 24.5 kgs. Wow, she's really light. She's like 54 pounds. Yeah, really tiny. What about vanilla? Whoa, vanilla is only 23 kgs, which is 52 pounds. Yeah, really small. You two really are a handful. I covered the two closely curled up catgirls with a blanket. Once more, I gently rubbed their heads before I quietly closed the bedroom door. Okay, just one last bit. Alone in the living room, I stretched and took a deep breath. I need to work even harder tomorrow, for Chocolate and Vanilla's sake too. As I murmured the names of my precious family members, I stretched my hands out and continued my preparations. I can't do autographs and stuff while I'm working, meow. Nekopara. Tweet.
ご主人様、お店に近づく人影ありです。戦闘態勢はいいですか？ Are you ready?
Are you ready?
先にこっちから捕まえに行った方が早い。うまくやるから私に任せて。
Wait, it's only been 5 minutes since we opened. Is that mate? Mate. We need to make puppy para. That would be so cute. The two of them hid by the window as if stalking prey. Oh, these look delicious. Donut, cake, cupcake, cookie. Whoa, like fancy cakes. More cake, lots of cake. Even though I finally opened, there were unsurprisingly no customers waiting to come in. Which one do you want? Le croissant. I want this one. This one looks nice. I want the whole cake. And this one. This one looks like strawberry shortcake. Hopefully no cat hairs in it. Oh, true. I placed my elbows on the counter while I gazed at the backs of the two cat girls. It's fine if you want to wait for the customers to come in before interacting with them. If you bracelet yourself like that from the start, you'll get tired quickly.
バニラ見て、あそこ歩いてる女の人。すごく甘いもの好きそうなスイーツ顔してるよ。もうスイーツ。
スイーツ。
ほら、それあんまり褒め言葉じゃないから、お客さんの前では気をつけるがよろしい。
Not that she can hear you. The two cat girls don't so much as turn an ear in my direction. Well, to see them that hopeful for customers did pain me a bit as their owner. Well, since we just started, we should be patient. Dingy ding.
失礼するぞ。
いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。キャー、なんですか？ご注文はにゃんでしょうか？おすすめはあれです。あれです。ケーキ。
Kawaii.
紅茶もあるの。そのあったかいのと冷たいのと、熱いのと冷たいのと。
Will you two calm down? I pulled them back after they quickly set themselves upon the customer who just walked in. I'm terribly sorry for that. I'm the owner of this bakery, Minazuki. Our menu is over there. Please, pursue it at your leisure. Huh? Miss?
ふむふむ。そういう色使いといい、なかなか素晴らしい店構えじゃのう。内観のセンスもシンプルを基調に、小物なども落ち着く空間作りで素晴らしい。
Subarashi! There was an uncharacteristically large pair of glasses that didn't suit her face or build. Then there was her anachronistic Taisho-era mantle and military cap. Finally, there was her grandiose way of speaking, which didn't match the familiar voice.
気に入った。ここにあるケーキは全部わしが買おうでは。さあさあ店主、ありったけケーキを詰めるがいい。
あ、カードって使えますよね。
Shigure, what are you doing? Oh, we were right, look! Shigure. Yeah, Shigure.
しぐれとは何ぞ。お主、誰かと勘違いしているようじゃの。
Say what you like, but that's your name.
プリチーで一途な兄様の妹のような娘っ子がこんなところにおるはずないではないか。よいよい、無礼は気にするでないぞ。せっかくの開店日に水を差すような真似はしたくないからの。
Unlike cats, Shigure can be bred bonking you on the head. In that case, could you cut the crazy routine? Besides, how did you even know where my bakery is? I didn't tell anyone.
とりあえず、黙ってありったけの。
What, now you're a robot?
をより好みするとは何たることじゃ。そんな態度では毎日通って開店と同時に買い占めてくれる乗客を逃してしまいますぞ。商売とは
稼げる時には非常にでも稼がねば成り立たぬのです。それに兄様にそんな冷たい目で見られたら、これでも何か力になれればと思って今日まで我慢をしましたのに。
Look, I'm not being picky here. Not only had she now burst into tears, but her package was in shambles. Facade, sorry. Her facade was in shambles. I had no clue what to say.
しぐれちゃんだ。久しぶり。元気にしてた？しぐれ？何その格好？流行ってるの？あ、こら！わしはしぐれちゃんではな。もっと引っ張るでな。
Boing.
よー、数日ぶりだな。
I don't remember Azuki being so, well endowed.
あら、それが制服？かわいいじゃない。孫にもいそうって感じで。ショコラちゃんもバニラちゃんも元気そうでよかった。急にいなくなっちゃうから心配したんだよ。
そうだよ。すごく心配したんだよ。
She's so pretty.
カショウ様についてくなら
カショウ様
言ってくれればよかったのに。
Coco, no.
ごめんね。ついつい勢いでのことだったから。また会えたから問題ない。みんな元気そうで何より。
妹。
猫たちも感動の再会を喜んでいるようで何よりですね。
The best, you say? Suddenly, the bakery was at max capacity. Not to mention, they were all family, uninvited family at that.
久しぶりです、兄様。
兄様。
安心いたしました。
As usual, Shigure smiled and greeted me with polite words. My little sister, as a rule, calm and courteous. There are times when she acts strange, though. It's only been a few days. How did you even find this place? I didn't tell you.
の妹に愚問です、兄様。一言で言えば、妹の愛にございます。
Look, I don't have time for that stuff right now.
まるで芸風のように言うのはやめてください。しぐれは本気ですのに。よよよ。
Yo yo yo. Have you played through all the games? I haven't played all of them. I haven't played 0 and I haven't played the last 2, I think. Ugh, dusting. Shigure placed her hand over her mouth. A piece of paper fell from her kimono to the ground. What is that?
素敵なショップカードにございますね。さすがは兄様です。
I haven't distributed these yet. As I said that, I suddenly realized something. This is your doing, isn't it, Vanilla? さすが兄様。
引っ越しの時に送り出してくれた取引。だから仕方ない。
So when she disappeared at the drugstore the other day, she had slipped out to send the card to Shigure. Ah, that's what happened. That's why she said objective achieved, and evaded my question. So earlier when I couldn't get a hold of you, and chocolate and vanilla stowing away in the boxes is all part of your plan?
はい、その通りにございます。
はい。
決してショコラやバニラが悪いわけではないのです。ですから、責めるならこの妹目をソフトめな言葉攻めにてお願いします。ちょっと強気めで。
What the heck? My tablet screen just turned off. Eh? I hope I didn't just die. I'll look at it later. Oh no, my screen. Okay, there we go. It's reset so that it thinks that my monitors are on the opposite sides of what they actually are. What do you mean, firm yet kind? Sometimes I have no idea what my little sister is talking about. Well, she's always been like this, so I let it slide. Well, it was wrong of me to move without saying anything to you. I awkwardly scratched my cheek while looking away. She's been such a clingy, adoring little sister in the past that people even made fun of her for it. That's why I had to use such a roundabout, high-handed tactic. In a sense, she worried about me more than even chocolate and vanilla. That's why I didn't really feel like complaining. Nii-sama!
しぐれは兄様のことをとても心配しておりました。ご健勝で何よりです。
It's only been a few days, so nothing really happened. Shigure had a gallant smile on her face as I rubbed her head. She let out a laugh and smiled. It must have felt good for her as she does it for the cat girls. Cutest little sister? Yeah, I agree.
そう、水くせえだろ。しぐれも他人じゃねえんだからさ。しぐれはここ数日、本当に気が気じゃなかったんだぞ。私たちの飯を忘れるくらい。ねえ、ほんと困っちゃったわよ。檻に入れられた動物みたいな。
Azuki's voice actually reminds me of a VTuber. Does anyone... Let me grab a picture of her. She's a cat girl as well. Does anyone know this cat girl? Where is my mouse? There it is. Cursor, I should say. Does anyone know... where is the picture? Okay. Eh! Does anyone know this? Ah! Wrong one. Does anyone know this cat girl? The way Azuki speaks makes me think of her. Gotta be. Nyan. Yeah, her name's gotta be. And like the way Azuki is speaking makes me think of her. Mental image of Kagari as a little sister. I'm too old to be the little sister. One-chan. Dayo. But yeah, it makes me think of her. So now my mental image is that it's gotta be.
連絡先教えるくらいすればいいのに。そんなに私たちと縁を切りたかったなら別だけど。どうせあれだろ。一人で何も言わず去ってこれかっこいいとか思ってたんだろ。ああ、ありそうありそう。人の男って本当にめんどくさいわよね。
Boing. Boing, 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 boing. Did Azuki get nerfed later on, or she always just had boobs? Neko Nekopara Azuki. Okay, never mind. She just always had boobs, I guess. Actually, in some, it makes her look kind of smaller. I think in the anime too, they made her look small. She does have boobs. In the anime, they kind of made her look a little smaller as well. She kind of got nerfed. Not tit. Are you not looking at the same thing that I'm looking at? Look, that is some titolos. Boing. She's bigger than Chocolo. The two of them deliberately raised their hands and grinned at me bitterly. Azuki and Maple were being a little too harsh, but even so, I didn't try to argue. Sorry about that, Azuki, Maple. I already feel guilty enough as it is, so lay off, okay?
でもあずちゃんもめいちゃんもとっても心配してたんですよ。2匹ともしぐれちゃんのパソコンとか携帯電話で歌唱さんの名前を必死に検索したりしてね。
2匹とも素直じゃないからね、年長者の割に。私もいざとなったらしぐれ様の代わりに自分の足で探すつもりだったと。
Cinnamon, Coconut, I'm sorry to avoid you guys. It won't happen again, so please cut me some slack. How tall is Coconut? Coconut. Nekopara height. 168 centimeters. Yeah, she's tall. She's taller than me. What about Cinnamon? Cinnamon is 150 centimeters. Yeah, it says she's like 5'5". Coconut. I lowered my head towards Cinnamon and Coconut. And just like that, all the cat girls in my family were assembled. Coconut is a deception. How is she a fox imposter? She's a Maine Coon. I appreciated the warmth of having my family here right now.
お父様の耳には入らないようにしておきますのでご安心ください。
I appreciate it. You've been through a lot too.
そん
Sorry.
なことは何も。私はいつでもミー様を見てきましたし、これからも。
She wrapped her small hands around my hand. She didn't say anything about me slipping out without telling anyone. She simply forgave me. Even my little sister seems to have grown up well, flawless at
で
that.
もお母様はミー様のことをとても心配していらっしゃいますよ。落ち着いたら一方だけでも連絡をしてあげたら安心すると思います。
Alright, I'll do that.
はい。では約束の指切りです。
We linked our pinky fingers together. When we were little, we always made promises with a pinky swear. Shigure smiled like a mischievous child once we'd done this. It was rather cute.
でもミー様のソフトな言葉攻めも少し期待はしていたのですが。
My wonderful little sister is so spoiled. Well, even so, she's still my little sister. Things always seem to go this way between us, so I didn't mind.
でも本当に立派で素敵なお店ですね。もうミー様が隠れてケーキ作りをしなくても良いのだと思うとしぐれまで嬉しくなってしまいます。
You and the cat girls have been helping to destroy all the evidence, so...
家の和菓子も好きですけどもミー様のケーキは世界で一番ですから。これでもう本当にミー様が家には戻らないと思うと寂しさで胸が締め付けられてしまいますが、でもきっとこのお店もたく さんのお客様に愛していただけることでしょう。
She said that with a slightly troubled smile. Shigure, chocolate, and vanilla said the same thing with the same smile. It would be nice if everything would go smoothly. Just like before with chocolate and vanilla, I rubbed her head and said the same thing I had told them.
わあ、私、洋菓子店の厨房は初めて拝見しました。やはり、水無月家の和菓子の厨房とは置いてあるものが違うのですね。
Shigure seemed really intrigued as she looked around the mixers, rollers, and other tools in the kitchen. There was a lot of similar equipment, of course, but there were minute
兄
differences.
様はこちらでケーキをお作りになるのですね。和装の兄様も垂涎者でしたが、パティシエバージョンも女心にキュンキュンくるものがあります。許されることであればライブカメラを設置して兄さんのお姿を24時間めでられるようにしたい。
There's no way I'd be okay with that. Not that there was any way I'd be baking for 24 hours straight. As usual, my little sister said some pretty questionable
でも
things.
ショコラもバニラも元気そうで安心しました。兄様ならきっと受け入れてくれると疑っておりませんでしたが。
Shigure took the book on raising catgirls that had been left in the kitchen and giggled. I'm just learning, so there's still lots of stuff I don't understand. Once I'd read the book, I realized once again that my family's catgirls were particularly excellent. Apparently, the fact that they were fluent in our language and able to live comfortably with humans made them quite exceptional. The more I read, the more I realized how much of an educational freak you are and just how well you raised
厳
them.
しいしつけも愛情あってこそですから、猫たち自身のためにもです。
She spoke like a mother, closing her eyes and tapping her chest proudly. Although she was young, I could see that she was reliable and confident enough to raise 6 catgirls. Seeing that unexpected side of Shigure made me proud to be her older brother. I will take responsibility and act as a good owner.
しぐれは兄様のことは何一つ疑っておりませんから。でもお店で働かせるのならちゃんと資格を取らせないとですね。
Qualifications? Are you talking about a cooking qualification?
違いますよ兄様。そうではなくてですね。猫を単独行動させたり、従業
They
員
need
と
to
して
get their
扱うのは
bells.
対象の猫に単独行動許可証という資格が必要なのです。許可証なく外を歩いたりしたらば、猫は警察に補導されてしまいますから。それに許可証なく従業員としては使えません。無料のお手伝い程度ならまた別の話なのですが。
Permit? But our family's catgirls had never had one of those when they leave home, right? I tried to remember the times where our family's catgirls went out while under Shigure's watch. I really didn't recall seeing any sort of permits.
ちゃんと全員いつでも持っていましたよ。では兄様、どうぞ。
At Shigure's urging, we stepped out of the kitchen. Ding ding ding! Silver, gold, silver, gold. Wow, so the bell is their permit.
まあ猫として鈴くらいは持ってないとね。自由に外も歩けないなんて不便でしょうがないし。あたしらは猫の中でも選ばれし猫ってわけよ。そんじょそこらの猫とは違えってわけだ。一応合格割合は10匹に1匹くらい。
Only 1 in 10 catgirls pass.
もうゴリゴリってくらい勉強も大変でしたよ。
しぐれ様の猫なのに鈴持ちでないなんて。それはご主人様に恥をかかせてしまうことだからね。
Everyone proudly shook their bells. Wait, wait. Boing. I I thought it was just Shigure's preference. I never knew that the bell. That's what I was saying. What about little sister? Boing, 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 nothing.
人の集まるペット禁止の施設やイベントでも問題なく入れますし、他にも GPS 機能で迷子にもならないですしね。自分の店内で少し働かせるくらいで文句は言われないですが、従業員としてちゃんと使うならば。
I see. There's a lot of detail when it comes to cat girls. As an owner, I'd better take everything Shigure was teaching me to heart.
ショコラとバニラもそろそろ鈴を取らせようかとは思ってはいたのですよ。ですからこれもちょうど良い機会かもしれませんね。ね、ショコラ、バニラ。ご主人様のお役に立てるのでしたら頑張ります。これでみんなと一緒にお出かけもできる。もちろん飼い主である兄様の協力も必須ですからね。
Yeah, just pampering them won't do them any good, right?
その通りです。
その通りです。
人間社会の常識を身につけることによって
Vanilla is my ultimate weakness.
生活を送れるのです。
Yeah, vanilla is very good.
ショコラも鈴持ちになってご主人様と遊園地とか行きたいです。私は遊園地もいいけど水族館に行きたい。イルカとかペンギンとかシロナガスクジラとか見たい。
I wanna see blue whale. There aren't any aquariums that have blue whales though. There's the aquarium that has the whale shark in
私も鈴
Osaka.
をもらう前は留守番とかもあったから寂しい気持ちはよくわかるよ。応援してるから一発合格できるように頑張ってね。
頑張ってね。
これだから頭でっかちなメインくんは困るよな。別に合格さえすりゃ回数が問題じゃねえんだよ。もらえる鈴は同じなんだしよ。それが唯一の自慢とか。乳臭いガキすぎてお里が知れるわ。離乳食でも食ってろっつーの。
自分は試験に2回も落ちたからってひがむことないんじゃない？はあ、もしかしてその短い手足が実技で不利だったの？
なんだとこら！これがマンチカンのアイデンティティなんだよ。ガキが猫語るなんて2000万年早えんだよ、このダボハゼが。
無駄に年だけ取ってる猫に先輩面されたくない、
ほら、
尊敬されたければそれだけの価値のある背中を見せてほしいな。
二人とも落ち着いて。
her face. I like that expression. Her reaction to them.
そうだよ。あまりストレス溜めると円形脱毛症になっちゃうよ。あ、そうだ。こないだご主人様が買ってくれたおもちゃがあるんだよ。あれで遊べば細かいことなんかどうでもよくなるんだよ。小豆もココナッツも本当に飽きないわね。毎日毎日。
毎日毎日。
あ、もう暴れるなら誇り立つから外でやってよね。外で。水無月家の平常運転だね。それいるでも変わらず。メイプル、紅茶入れてあげる。
メープル。
何がいい？
Oh, I want some
そ
tea.
れはダージリソ。
I'll probably wrap up when this chapter finishes up.
バニラは素直で可愛いわね。じゃあおすすめちょうだい。あと名称はダージリンね。オッケー、任せといて。
Okay.
さんとして初入れはメープルに捧ぐ。
Okay. Seen from this angle, none of this seemed particularly intelligent. The only accurate thing Vanilla said was that this was a normal day for the Minaduki family. But it did make me think that things would be better outside instead.
はい、喧嘩は終わりですよ。
Okay, no more fighting now.
はい。
What? Is huh? What? はい。
兄様の新たな門出の日に喧嘩とはどういうことですか？そんなことでは鈴持ちの水無月の猫として恥ずかしいことですよ。ショコラたちまだ鈴持ちじゃないけどね。ねえ、だからまだ恥ずかしくない。私は喧嘩してないし。はあ、大バカたちのせいでとんだとばっちりな。だとてめえ、実は一番ビビりで情けねえくせに余裕ぶりやがって。
夜トイレに行くときは部屋と廊下の電気全部つけていかないとダメなくせにね。
いやー、私は夜行性とか夢とかそういうホーモンに流されない猫だって言ってんでしょ。そんなところがめいちゃんの可愛いところですからね。普段のタカビも
Maple's cute.
可愛く見えてしまうというか。くしゃー、魔法少女みたいな格好してるくせに私のことバカにして。魔法となさせて YouTube に動画アップするわよ。
What do you think the popularity order is? I think it's probably vanilla, coconut, azuki, chocolate, maple, and then cinnamon? Or cinnamon then maple? Oh no, more nyagi! Nyagari! No, we will have to abandon Yagi to the cats and go uh-oh, sleep well. I will upload your magic incantation. Oh my god.
インターネットの海に放流したら一生消えないですよ。それに魔法少女だってしぐれちゃんが似合うって言ってくれてるんですからいいじゃないですか。にゃーん。はい、静粛に繰り返しますが、今日は兄様の新たな門出記念日。そしてここにあるケーキは先寄って、今日だけは猫たちも好きな。マジでかしぐれ、ニコ食いとかしてもいい？
しぐれ
全部食べ放題ってことはワンホール全部食べてもいいってこと？
いや、絞ってもは？おい、しぐれさん。
ケーキならお茶はアールグレーにしてもらえる？ああ、もちろん温度はぬるめにしてね。はーい、お任せあり。ご主人様もしぐれちゃんも紅茶でいいよね。私も手伝う。看板猫として初働き。
What does cinnamon want to eat?
じゃあ私は外に売り切れ閉店の紙貼ってくるね。
Yeah. No, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
さな妹めは所望でございます。お買い上げサービスにそのくらいのサービスはしてもいいと思うのです。おめ歌唱のやつもなかなかやるじゃねえか。
まさか僕の猫背にケーキワンホール食べれる日が来るなんて。
幸せ。
僕は今猛烈に幸せだ。
いい ちたにはぬるめよね。
The voice actors are great. Yeah, they do a really good job with this.
お茶受けにアップルパイちょうだい。
Apple pie.
私焼きたてのアップルパイが食べてみたかった
Apple
です。
pie.
魔性さん、ご賞ですからお願いします。ご主人様、シュークリームがもうなくなっちゃいました。至急増産をお願いします。ビシッ。
Busy.
ご主人、茶葉のストックに手が届かない。
Do what you like. Don't mind me. And just like that, half an hour into opening day, and suddenly there was a sold out sign in front of my bakery. That's not a bad thing. Even if it's family. Okay, this is the end.
ネコパラ。
More please. I will save. Okay. Yeah, 2015 was when I last played. Let's save on 7. Oh, 10, over 10 year gap. Actually, yeah, past, it is. It's 11 years since I last played. Are Okay. Boing. I don't need to be in the bottom like this no more. Meow. 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 Keiki onegaishimasu. Meow. Actually, I have some cakes though. I have a lamington in the kitchen. I can eat that. I'm playing. You played the wholesome version. I expect nothing less from Digikins. We all played the wholesome version, right? We would never dream of playing yucky Segs version. That was fun. We got through. We got through a little bit of it. I don't know if we're like halfway even. But for what we played, we got the shower scene. We opened our bakery. We met the little sister. Yeah. I did set up the waiting room for tomorrow already, and I put it for Planet Zoo to continue our zoo that we played like last week, I think, or the week before. But if a controller arrives today, then I might reschedule it. There's no loots in the first volume? I thought he still slept with them in the first volume. Yeah, I thought there was 6. Thank you for all the head pets, what the heck? Yeah, so if my controller arrives sometime today, then we might continue Ocarina of Time. But if my controller doesn't arrive today, then we'll play Planet Zoo. Already going to sleep? No, just wrapping up for today, cause it's getting about that hour where I'm not gonna be home alone anymore. So, good time to wrap up. Good time to end. And I'm hungry. I'm hungry, so I wanna eat lunch. Thank you everyone for hanging out today, and hopefully I see you again tomorrow. Yes. Have a good rest of your day, and think of all the cats. Yes. I'm gonna hiccup. Okay. バイバーイ。バイバイバイにゃー。おつかぎおつにゃぎおつにゃぎバイバーイ。